Good morning children, welcome back to chemistry class. This is Shri Ganesh, faculty of chemical sciences, Samskar Gurukul. We have already seen chemical reactions and equation chapter. I made 5 videos for chemical reactions and equation chapter. In today's video, I am going to explain some exercise questions from chemical reactions and equation chapter. Let us start today's section, children. Now I am going to explain fifth question. Fifth question, translate the following statements into chemical equations and balance them. Fifth question, translate the following. Translate the following statements. Following statements in the chemical equations. Chemical equations and balance them. So this fifth question has 4 sub questions, A, B, C, D question. In that I am going to explain question number 3. C question. C question. Barium chloride reacts with aluminum sulfate. Barium chloride reacts with aluminum sulfate to give barium sulfate. Barium sulfate and aluminum chloride. This is C question. Here question is translate the following statements into chemical equations and balance them. Barium chloride reacts with aluminum sulfate to give barium sulfate and aluminum chloride. First, let us write the chemical equation of the given reaction. Barium chloride. Formula of barium chloride is BaCl2. BaCl2 is the formula of barium chloride. Aluminum sulfate. Aluminum sulfate formula Al2SO4 thrice. Al2SO4 thrice is the chemical formula of aluminum sulfate. Use the residue which gives barium sulfate. Barium sulfate formula BaSO4. BaSO4 barium sulfate and aluminum chloride. Aluminum chloride AlCl3. This is the equation. This is the unbalanced equation or skeletal equation of the given reaction. Let us look into this equation. How did I write chemical formula of the given substances? Let us look into that. Barium charge is +2. Barium charge +2 and chloride charge is -1. In previous class, you have learned crisscross method. According to crisscross method, we can write chemical formula of the compounds. Barium charge is +2 and chloride charge is -1. Chloride charge -1. Here, charges are not balanced. In case of charges are not balanced, we have to crisscross the charges. Then 1 will come here, 2 will come here. Then we can write as BaCl2. This is the way we should write chemical formula of the compound. Next, aluminum sulfate. Aluminum charge is +3. Aluminum charge +3 and sulfate ion. Sulfate ion SO4 2-. Aluminum +3 and SO4 2-. Here charges are not balanced. If charges are not balanced, we have to crisscross the charges. 2 will come here and 3 will come there. So we can write as Al2 SO4 thrice. Al2SO4 thrice. While realigning the charges or while crisscrossing the charges, we have to write these numbers as subscript. Subscript means we should write at the bottom of the elements. So Al2, 2 will come here, Al2, SO4 we have to write in the parenthesis or bracket, and 3 will come there. Al2SO4 thrice is the chemical formula of aluminum sulfate. Next, barium sulfate. Barium charge plus 2. Barium charge plus 2. And sulfur ion. Sulfur ion charge minus 2. Here charges are balanced, plus 2 minus 2. So we can write as it is BaSO4. Next, aluminum chloride, ArCl3. Aluminum charge plus 3, chloride minus 1. Here charges are not balanced. In case the charges are not balanced, we have to crisscross the charges. And write the numbers as subscript of the elements. Here 1 will come here, 3 will go there. So we can write as AlCl3. This is the way we should write chemical formula of the compounds. Now let us verify. We should balance the equation. Let us verify whether it is a balanced equation or not. Barium atoms on LHS side is 1. 1 barium atom on LHS side. On LHS side, 1 barium atom. Next, chlorine atoms. 2 chlorine atoms on LHS side. 3 chlorine atoms on LHS side. So chlorine atoms are not balanced here. Next, aluminum atoms. 2 aluminum atoms on LHS side. And there is 1 aluminum atom on LHS side. So aluminum atoms are also not balanced. And sulfate ions. There are 3 sulfate ions on LHS side, and there is only 1 sulfate ion on RHS side. So it is not a balanced equation. We have to balance the equation. Let us balance the equation, children. There are 2 aluminum atoms on LHS side. So let us write 2 here. 2 AlCl3. So 2 aluminum atoms on RHS side and LHS side. Next, here 2 3s are 6. 6 chlorine atoms on RHS side. Now write 3 here. 3 into 2. 3 into 2. How many? 6. 3 2s are 6 chlorine atoms on RHS side. And 6 chlorine atoms on RHS side and 6 chlorine atoms on LHS side. Now let us say barium atom. Barium atoms are 3 here. So write 3 here. 3 before the barium atoms. So 3 barium atoms and 3 sulfur ions. 3 barium atoms and 3 sulfur ions. Now let us verify the equation again. 3 barium atoms on LHS side, 3 barium atoms on RHS side, and 3 2s are 6. 6 chlorine atoms on LHS side, and 2 3s are 6. 6 chlorine atoms on RHS side. Next, 2 aluminum atoms on LHS side, and 2 aluminum on RHS side. Next, SO4 3 sulfate ions on LHS side and 3 sulfate ions on RHS side. So number of atoms of each element is same on both sides of the equation. This is the way we have to balance the equation. So the balanced equation of barium chloride and aluminum sulfate is barium chloride 3 BaCl2 plus Al2SO4 thrice gives rise to 3 BaSO4 plus 2 AlCl3. This is the way we have to balance the equation, children. I hope you understand this. So after balancing the equation, we should represent physical states of reactants and products here. Here barium chloride is aqueous, so we should write here Aq. And aluminum sulfate, it is also aqueous, Aq. Gives rise to BaSO4. BaSO4 is a precipitate denoted by downward arrow. Here downward arrow indicates precipitate. PPT. PPT means precipitate. And AlCl3, aluminum chloride, is also an aqueous solution. So now this equation gives complete information. That means here aqueous solutions of barium chloride and aluminum sulfate react together to give barium sulfate precipitate, and aluminum chloride aqueous solution. This is the way we have to balance the equation. Next, let us see one more problem. Question number 6. Question number 5 contains A, B, C, D, 4 questions children. In that I explained one question. You have to try remaining questions. Next I am going to explain question number 6. Question number 6 is balance the following equation. Balance the following equation. Let's see the equation. I am going to explain B from question number 6. NaOH plus H2SO4 is gives rise to NaDSO4 plus H2. So, in earlier question, they have given chemical name of the compounds. We have written chemical formula of the compounds and the balance of the equation. In this question, they have given the equation, but we need to balance the equation. Let us verify this. Here, NaOH. NaOH means sodium hydroxide. The chemical name of NaOH is sodium hydroxide. H2SO4. H2SO4 means sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid, which gives sodium sulfate. NaDSO4 means sodium sulfate. And H2O we know that. H2O means water. Let us balance the equation. First, write number of atoms on both sides of the equation, on LHS side and RHS side. LHS side and RHS side. In second video, I taught you balancing chemical equation children. Once you reverse second video, let us write number of atoms on both sides of the equation. Sodium atom, oxygen, hydrogen, sulfur atoms. Write same atom on LHS side also. Sodium, oxygen, hydrogen and sulfur. Let's see. One sodium atom on LHS side. Here two sodium atoms on LHS side. One oxygen atom. Here one oxygen atom. Here 4. 1 plus 4, 5 oxygen atoms on LHS side. On LHS side, here 4 plus 1, 5. Oxygen atoms are same on both sides of the equation. Next, hydrogen atoms. Here 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2. 3 hydrogen atoms on LHS side. On LHS side, 2. 2 hydrogen atoms on LHS side. Next, sulfur atoms. 1 sulfur atom on LHS side. On LHS side, also 1 sulfur atom. Here, sodium atom and hydrogen atoms are not balanced here. We have to balance those. Write 2 here. 2 NaOH plus H2SO4 gives rise to NaDSO4 plus H2O. Let us verify the equation. 2 sodium atoms on LHS side. So write 2 here. 1 2s are 2 and 2 into oxygen atom. 2 oxygen atoms here and 2 plus 4 6. 6 here 2 plus 4. 6 oxygen atoms on LHS side. On LHS side here 4 plus 1 5. Next. 2 hydrogen atoms, here 2 hydrogen atoms, here 2. 2 plus 2, 4 hydrogen atoms. 4 hydrogen atoms on LHS side. On LHS side, only 2 hydrogen atoms are present. So write 2 here. Write 2 before the H2. Now let us see. 2 into 2, 4 hydrogen atoms. 4 hydrogen atoms on RHS side and 4 hydrogen atoms on LHS side. Next, let us see oxygen atoms. Oxygen atoms on LHS side, here 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4, 6. On RHS side, here 4 plus 2. 4 plus 2, 6. Now let us verify the equation. Let us compare number of atoms on both sides of the equation. Sodium atoms 2 on both sides of the equation. Oxygen atoms 6 is same on both sides. Hydrogen 4, sulfur 1. So it is a balanced chemical equation. 2 NaOH plus H2SO4 gives rise to Na2SO4 plus 2H2O. This is the way we have to balance the equation. I hope you understand this, children. If you want to balance the equation, first you need to write number of atoms on LHS side and RHS side. First you write the number of atoms present in the given equation. After that we have to use smallest whole numbers. By using smallest whole numbers, we need to balance the equation. So we should use preferred smallest whole numbers to balance them. So this is the way we need to balance the equation. I hope you understand this. You need to complete remaining questions from this session. This is 60th question. Next. Next, question number 7, children. Question number 7. Write the balanced equations for the following reactions. Write the balanced equation for the following reactions. It is like 5th question only, children. It also contains 4 questions. I am going to explain C1. C. Aluminium plus copper chloride. Aluminium plus copper chloride gives rise to aluminium chloride plus copper. Aluminium chloride plus copper. Let us balance the equation. Aluminium, symbol of aluminium, Al, plus copper chloride. Copper chloride formula CuCl2 gives rise to aluminium chloride. Formula of aluminium chloride AlCl3 plus copper Cu. Let us verify this equation. Here 2 chlorine atoms on LHS side, 3 chlorine atoms on RHS side. So it's not a balanced equation. We should balance them. Write 2 here. 2 AlCl3. Now how many aluminum atoms on RHS side? 2. On LHS side, only 1 is present. First write number of atoms on LHS side and RHS side. Aluminium atom, copper, chlorine. On RHS side, aluminium, copper and chlorine. 1 aluminium atom on LHS side, 1 copper atom, 2 chlorine atoms. On RHS side, 1 aluminium, 1 copper and 3 chlorine atoms. It's not a balanced equation because chlorine atoms are different on both sides of the equation. So for balancing, let us write 2 here. So I put 2 here. 2 before the AlCl3. Now count the atoms. 2 Al. 2 aluminum atoms. 2 into 1 is equal to 2 atoms. And 2 into 3. 2 3s are 6 chlorine atoms. 6 chlorine atoms on RHS side. 2 aluminum atoms on RHS side. Copper atom is 1. Next, write 3 here. 3 copper atoms on LHS side. 1 into 3 is equal to 3. And 3 2s are 6. 6 chlorine atoms. 2 into 3. 2 3s are 6. Here chlorine atoms are balanced. Aluminum atom, 2 aluminum atoms on LHS side. So write 2 before the aluminum. 2 Al. 2 Al. 1 into 2 is equal to 2. 2 aluminum atoms on LHS side and LHS side. It's balanced. Now we have to balance copper atom. 3 copper atoms on LHS side. So write 3 here. 3 copper atoms on LHS side. So copper atoms also balanced on both sides of the equation. So the final equation is 2Al plus 3CuCl2 gives rise to 2AlCl3 plus 3Cu. You might have a question, how did I write chemical formula of copper chloride is CuCl2? Because copper charge is plus 2. Copper has 2 valence children, plus 1 plus 2. Here let us consider plus 2. And chloride we know minus 1. So here charges are not balanced. So we should crisscross the charges and write them as subscript of the numbers. Then we get CuCl2. CuCl is the chemical formula of copper chloride. AlCl3, aluminum charge is plus 3. Chloride minus 1. Crisscross the charges. AlCl3. 3 will come here, 1 will go there. AlCl3. This is the way we should write chemical formula of the compounds, and in this manner we have to balance the equation. 2Al plus 3CuCl2 gives rise to 2AlCl3 plus 3Cu. This is the balanced equation of aluminum plus copper chloride gives rise to aluminum chloride plus copper. I hope you understand this, children. And we have to complete remaining questions from this session. Next, one more question. 8th question. Write the balanced equation for the following and identify the type of reaction in each case. Write balanced equation and identify type of reaction. The first one, potassium bromide. Potassium bromide plus barium iodide. Is gives rise to potassium iodide plus barium chloride. What we want to do is, children, we should balance the equation and identify the type of reaction, because we have discussed 4 types of chemical reactions: chemical combination, chemical decomposition reaction, chemical displacement, and chemical double displacement reaction. Chemical double displacement reactions are again classified into 2 types: neutralization reaction and precipitation reaction. First, let us write the balanced equation of this. Formula of potassium bromide. Potassium symbol K, bromide symbol Br. Potassium charge plus 1, bromide charge minus 1. So plus 1 minus 1. The charges are balanced here. So KBr. KBr is the formula of potassium bromide. It's state aqueous state. AQ indicates aqueous state. Barium iodide. Barium charge Ba plus 2. Iodide. Iodide is minus 1. That's why we write BaI2, because charges are not balanced here. BaI2. This is plus 2, here minus 1. In case of different charges, we have to crisscross them and write the numbers as subscript of the numbers. Barium iodide, BaI2. Is the chemical formula of barium iodide. Gives rise to potassium iodide. Potassium symbol K. Iodide I. K plus 1. Iodide minus 1. K plus I minus. It's also balanced here. Ki. Aqueous state, non-aqueous state. It's a downward arrow because it's a precipitate. Precipitate means which is insoluble in the compound. It's insoluble compound. Barium chloride, Ba plus 2 Cl2 because chloride has minus 1 charge. Ba plus 2 Cl minus 1. BaCl is the chemical formula of barium chloride. Let us verify the equation whether it is a balanced equation or not. Let us write number of atoms on both sides of the equation, on the left side and opposite side. Potassium atom, bromine, barium, iodine. On the left side, potassium, bromine, barium, iodine. One potassium atom on the left side, one bromine on the left side, barium 1, iodine BaI2, 2 iodine atoms on the left side. On the left side, one potassium atom, one iodine atom, one barium atom, and chlorine atoms. Barium iodide, potassium iodide plus barium bromide. Sorry, children. Barium bromide. So barium bromide formula BaBr2. BaBr2. So Br2. Here potassium atoms are balanced. Bromine not balanced. Barium balanced. Iodine non-balanced. So it's not a balanced equation. We have to balance this. For balancing equation, write 2 before the potassium. Now 2 Ki, 2 potassium atoms on RHS side. 2 potassium atoms on RHS side and 2 iodine atoms on RHS side. 1 into 2 is equal to 2. 2 Ki, 2 potassium atoms and 2 iodine atoms. Barium atom is 1. Bromine atoms 2. On other side, potassium atoms, like write 2 before the potassium on the other side. Now 2 potassium atoms, 1 into 2 is equal to 2, and 2 bromine atoms. Bromine 1 into 2 is equal to 2. Next 1 barium atom and 1 iodine atom. Now let us verify the equation. 2 potassium atoms on both sides. Bromine 2, barium atom 1, iodine atoms 2. So it's a balanced equation. 2 KBr plus BaI2 gives rise to 2 Ki plus BaBr2. This is a balanced chemical equation. Now let us verify what kind of chemical equation it is. It is a chemical double displacement reaction. This is an example of chemical double displacement reaction. Chemical double displacement reaction. In that, it is precipitation reaction. It's a precipitation reaction because precipitate is formed during the chemical reaction. A precipitate is potassium iodide. It's a precipitate which is insoluble compound in the water. That's why formation of precipitate takes place during the chemical reaction. It's called as precipitation reaction. It comes under chemical double displacement reaction. I hope you understand this, children. This is the way we have to solve the mind questions in 8th section. So this is today's section, children. I have explained each problem from 5th question, 6th question, 7th question and 8th question. You have to try remaining questions, and after solving the question you have to send me to my WhatsApp number. I will post my WhatsApp number in the group, and if you have any doubts you can concern me, you can ask me, children. This is today's section. I hope you understand this. You have to solve the question and you have to send me to my WhatsApp number. I want to check all of your notes. If you have any doubts, you can contact me. Thank you.